Welcome to 90 Day Fiance.
Three-way replay. Boop, 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 boop.
Okay, episode 10. Just give me a reason to do what?
To get married, I guess.
To get married for who?
Or I guess to stay married.
There, that's yes.
To go to
And then
America?
yeah, exactly. Jenny's meant to go to America. Okay, yeah. Speaking of them, let's start with them. Sumit is ready to go back to work, you guys. And he wants to cook food. He's gonna work in a restaurant and work there, 7 days a week. And actually, I don't remember Sumit saying that this is his job before. Do you guys remember that he was like a cook?
I
There must
vaguely
have
remember.
been some conversation about him cooking.
Mm-hmm. So he said he's gonna go into work and she has to go grocery shopping, go veggie shopping on her own in the market. And then we see her go into the market and I'm like, is this a setup? Because there's this really loud lady and she's like, over here, over here. And then Jenny goes and then it's like, no, you have to fill up the whole basket, the whole thing. When they had this setup that Jenny's gonna have to go get food by herself, I loved it.
Why? Why did you love it?
I was like, this is exactly what I want from them. We get to see India, right? We get to see kind of like everyday life where you have to go and buy food and like how do you do it, haggle, whatnot, right? Like what is their means? Now we know that they use a basket. They use a little basket that you put everything on, right? And I'm like, this is great. And then we get to see Jenny struggle, but she does it in like a really funny way, in her Jenny way. And I love this whole scene. How about you guys?
Yeah, that lady, that first Indian lady, she was trying to get famous.
I know.
She's telling all her friends she was going to be in American TV.
Yeah, I was
Do
really
you
proud of
think?
Jenny for haggling.
Yes, she walked away. She was like $15. Hell no, that's too expensive. She's like, no, come
Yeah.
back, lady, come back.
Even in America, I wouldn't pay $15 for that like wad of vegetables that she had.
Is that? I was like, that is such
Like
a steal.
$15.
Yeah, she's stealing. My
Yeah.
ladies, that's robbery.
Crazy.
Okay, but do you guys think it was a setup, or do you think it was real?
It's probably kind of, it must be. It must be set up.
I guess so. Yeah.
It was too on the nose. It was
Yeah.
too much.
Like they had to go and find a charismatic like street vendor or vegetable vendor, right?
Yes, and like, okay, she's gonna come and try to buy something from you, and then act this way. So they went through that scene, and then she actually found the cheaper one, and then the guy's all, okay, 300 rupees, and she's like, well, here's 500. That's what you said, right? 500. Then he took the money. He was all like, hmm.
I did mean
Yes, 500. Thanks. So Jenny overpays, but she came home with those veggies. Good for her. And meanwhile, we see Sumit at the restaurant cooking up food, talking with his friend. And he mentions about how Jenny wants to come to America. And then the friend's like, no, you do everything. You've been doing everything Jenny wants. I don't know. He had some good points, though. What
the
was
friend
his?
did.
Yes. Oh, that the kid probably won't resolve the matter and would make things more complicated. Adopting or having a kid.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think Jenny wants to raise a kid.
You think that it's true that Sumit has been submitting to Jenny?
No.
For what Jenny had to give up and go through, it's like the least he could do.
Agreed.
Yeah, I was like, what is that friend talking about? That one was not a good point, but
Yeah.
the whole child thing was a good one. And then Sumit comes home and he brings home food to Jenny, and Jenny's like, "Oh, is this what you cooked over there? Let me try it." And then it made me feel like this was the first time she ever ate his food. I was like, did he never cook before? What is this? He's like, "Oh, it's good. It's actually good."
Maybe that's the restaurant specialty. But what was Jenny making? She was making like mashed potatoes, boiled potatoes, skimmed potatoes.
He was laughing. He was like, "Okay, so I brought dinner." She's like, "Oh, I was gonna make dinner." He's like, "Okay, potatoes, yes, potatoes and." I mean, I would eat a loaded potato for dinner. Would you eat a loaded potato?
Itself, and that's it for dinner? No,
Yeah.
dude. What is it on the side of?
I mean, usually it is a side of something, but I would be happy with just that too. Like maybe
No way.
three loaded potatoes.
Well, I mean, you said loaded though.
Yeah.
What if it's not
Yes.
loaded? What if it's
No,
just
no.
what just boiled potatoes?
Yeah. Wait, boiled potatoes with butter and salt. That's
Oh,
yummy.
that's a pretty lit potato.
Yeah. Okay, but it didn't
Put a
have to
little
be fully.
cayenne on it. It's super good.
Yeah.
Okay, with a hot dog. She can boil a hot dog.
With hot dogs and baked potato or a loaded potato.
Well, no. Just like okay, because I feel like a loaded potato is a meal in and of itself. So you could be if she made that, that's good because you got the protein, you got the bacon, you got some dairy with the sour cream, you got the veggies with the chives, butter and salt. I'm hungry. Okay, we digress. So Submit still hasn't brought up to Jenny about the kid thing. Um, that's it. Like, when is he gonna do it? I'm so excited to see her. I feel like Jenny is very kind and lighthearted. Like a lot of the things that he throws at her, she takes it very nicely, like she's not exploding. Like he said he wants to work 5 days, I mean 7 days a week. She's kind of like joking about it, and he wants her to cook, and she's kind of joking, laughing about it. But when he brings up this kid thing, it's gonna be the crazy Jenny.
Oh my God. My girl
Crazy.
Jenny needs like rest.
I know.
She's got an old lady back. She can't be like lugging around no kids to and from school.
She's gonna start yelling. She's gonna be like the angry,
Yeah.
the angry Jenny, the screeching one. And that's
The
it.
screeching one.
I'm
That's
just
funny.
waiting for that for like the Loca Jenny to come out.
Oh, that's coming. It's coming soon.
Submit pushes her so much. So much. He
He really
brings out the
does.
cray.
But that's the side of Jenny we want to see as well.
Do we though? I
I
feel
know. I
bad.
was gonna say I don't like it when she's like crying and like enraged.
Yeah, it's true. But I do like to see her, give Submit his due, I feel like he doesn't really listen to her.
I know, that's true. When Jenny gets mad, you can tell it's just like a Pandora's box that's been unleashed. Like it just comes out, like it's uncontrollable, which makes me not really thoroughly enjoy it, because you could tell it's just like, ah, and you feel bad for her
Yeah.
just from pure frustrations that she's had. But Jenny does, I mean, Sumit does seem to listen after that. He really calms down for a few days before he gets back to his antics. And that's it. That's it for them.
All right. What do you want to do next?
Oh, I was just gonna say the quick story for Libby and Andrei are expecting. Congratulations.
Ooh, oh, it was so sweet. I love that whole scene.
Yeah, that was super adorable. So their little daughter looked super excited while she was out there hearing the heartbeat and stuff. And she was saying, "Oh, it's the baby." And they think that they're going to focus on their family and putting drama aside. So we'll see next week when we go to family therapy. what that's like.
That's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy because they can't fight each other, I guess. So they have to talk, and I can't wait to hear the stupid things they're gonna say.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Oh.
All right, so let's go on to Jovi and Yara. We catch up with Yara and her mom, and Yara loves Europe. She loves the people. She loves the coffee. She loves everything about Europe. But I think it's just, if you go somewhere for a long time and then you come back home after like a few years and you're just like in love with everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's not even from Czech Republic.
But it's European, has a European
How is it
feel.
the same?
It's her people. She said it's like her people. It reminds her of like Ukraine. It's not America. That's the point. All right. And then we find out that mom, like Yara's mom, she says this. She wants Yara to move there so that Yara's mom, can spend all her time with Yara, or spend all her time with Mila, so that Yara can have more time with herself, her friends, her hobbies, and her husband.
I love that.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Scoop that
man,
up.
she just offered her services for
Oh,
life.
I was just gonna ask B, how would you feel if your mom said
Oh,
that?
I would fall to the ground and die and not be able to
Weep.
enjoy.
Yeah, she would
Yes.
weep uncontrollably.
I
Well,
was
what if
like,
you had to
thank
move?
you, God. Thank you.
What if you had to move though? What if you had to move to Philippines or something?
Hmm. Oh man. Okay, well, Philippines, yeah. I mean, I do love the Philippines.
It's hot.
Yes. Yes, I would do
You're
it.
gonna do it?
Yes, yes, I would do it. At
Do
least for like maybe,
anything.
yes.
You could probably do that now, actually.
Actually, yes, you're right. No, but see, it wouldn't be my mom. The thing that's makes this deal extra special is that it's your mom. And you know that your mom will always have your child's best interest at heart. Whereas if you have like somebody else watching your kid, I don't know, even if they are the best, you always still have something in your head. So
Mm.
that's what makes this deal even sweeter.
Yeah.
Take it, Yara. If I was Yara, I would leave Jovi for this.
Well, she
Jovi's
looks like
not even.
she's trying to.
Yeah, Jovi's not even
Yes.
there most of the time.
Leave Jovi for this.
I think, especially if she has another kid, I'd be like, yeah, do it, Yara. Stay there.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so Yara's mom suggests that they, look for an apartment, and Yara's kind of like, she's kind of all about it. And then she tells Jovi in the hotel room, and Jovi's pissed. And they just argue about it, blah, blah, blah. But one thing that was interesting was that, like, Yara's like, it's my money. You don't have to worry about it. It's why do I have to tell you if it's my money? And I think what do you guys think about that argument?
Oh, I was having mixed feelings about it because I'm like, yeah, it is our money.
It's her money, but it affects his life, though. That's the thing.
That's the thing, is like, if it's like a major decision, even if it's your money, I think you should definitely consult. But if it's like, if I'm going to buy myself the daily things that I need to survive, I'm not going to ask for permission to use my money.
Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, if it's the amount of money where, if Yara moves there and takes her kid, then it's going to affect Jovi's life. So he should have a say as her husband.
Although I would like to say that Jovi, his looks, I feel like, are diminishing drastically.
Are they? I feel like it looks the same.
Really?
So too.
Maybe it's just like just to hear him talk and the things he was saying. I feel like he's really controlling over Yara. I feel like he's like a controlling asshole. Like, I don't know. He's such an asshole. And Yara is also somebody who takes things very good humoredly. You know,
Mm.
if this was me, I would be exploding. If Jovi said that stuff to me, I'm like, oh hell no. I'm like, what are you talking about? You're never even here. Your ass doesn't even help. Like, who the hell are you?
She practiced
You're
that.
good for nothing. Like, I
Yeah.
have my mom. My mom is here to help me. You just show up like every 2 weeks or whatever, and you want me to change everything and like stay at Louisiana with your mom who doesn't even want to help us? Oh hell.
And it's her money too. It's her own money.
And it's her own hardworking money. And he's over here talking like he's the boss. He doesn't even talk to her like, okay, all right, I understand. Okay, so I can see how those feelings could come up for you here. Like your mom is here. She's going to help. Okay, you know what? Let's think on it. Let's think on this a little bit. He just straight up kind of knocks her down and drinks champagne. He just walks around like some king, throwing out these decrees
Mm.
and like, and calling things dumb. That's just dumb. Blah, blah. Goes, you know who's dumb? I'll tell you what's dumb. This marriage is dumb.
We got a lot of thoughts on Yara and her life.
Yes. I will speak up for Yara. Okay. I will speak up for you. And so I would like to give props to Yara for handling it very maturely in a way that I would not.
All right. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it for them. Jovi decides to go along, but he storms off like with the champagne into the shower.
I know.
What an alcoholic.
I
He
know.
wakes up in the morning, immediately pops open the champagne.
Mm. All right. Who do you want to go to next?
Oh, okay. Let's just do mine really quick, which is Ed and Liz. I'm not going to say much on them because they're annoying AF. But we see Ed and he talks like he's going to say that he broke up with Liz, but what ends up happening is that he's like about to get on his motorcycle, and then we see Liz get on right behind him, and that they're still together, of course.
Mm.
Who was shocked? Were you shocked? None of us here. Let me contain my shocked face.
Mhm.
Not shocked at all. Just just frustration with that.
So dumb though. I mean, it's like you can't even be invested, and you can't feel bad for them because they're doing it to themselves.
Right. Right. Which is why I'm not as emotional as I was in previous episodes. It's like that feeling of resignation, like, okay, she's just going to keep doing this to herself. And we see them now go to therapy or whatnot. She says she needs her independence and she wants to make her own money. And Ed like kind of pretend cries and said, oh, I didn't know this is what you need. And we all know that Ed is not going to change shit. He is not going to change shit. And they're going to go through this whole cycle all over again 1,000 more times.
Mhm.
I was actually going to ask, has that whole scene changed your mind on Ed? And it seems
No.
like no.
Has it for you?
No, not really, because I really feel like he just will repeat past behaviors. It's the same complaint over and over again, no matter how much therapy he gets.
Yeah, and his argument is that he doesn't want her to work because he doesn't feel like he feels threatened by it. It's like that's a major, major red flag. How are you gonna try and control somebody's work in their life like that? It's terrible.
He's a terrible person.
And Liz, you can just tell that she's just such a, I don't know. She just seems like she's been really damaged by her relationships in the past. And this feels acceptable to her to go through this with Ed. Like, what does he have to do? Like, he could probably do anything to her and she would still be with him and go back to him because she feels like this is love. He really loves me. It's me, because he makes her feel that it's her that's the problem. Like, oh, if I was with the right woman, I wouldn't feel insecure. I would not feel it. That's what he said. So he
Mm.
makes her believe that, okay, I just have to get better. I just have to be better at this or that. I need to make him feel more secure. So there she goes, changing her life, not working as much, not hanging out with friends. She's slowly killing her personality, herself, who she was. And the more that she loses herself, the more she probably depends on him. Ugh, it's just so sad.
Yeah, they're
So
a
that's
messy,
it.
messy couple.
Aren't they? Like, kind of like not in a funny, messy way, like in a true relationship, like real life relationship drama, messy, really like a really bad guy. It's like in the not entertaining, messy way. It hits, it's like too real.
It's too real. Yeah,
It's too real.
way too real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like we're watching somebody get abused and
Oh,
manipulated.
yeah, it's like seeing your friends get in a really bad relationship and there's nothing you can do about it.
Even Angela and Michael is more tolerable than watching this.
Oh man, what a messy story for them.
Shall we
Did
get
you
into that?
did you expect them to have makeup sex?
No.
Me
I
either.
me too, because I was just like, this is vile. Angela is vile. She's a evil, evil woman. And she was all smiles, guys. She was smiling, grinning from earlobe to earlobe. And man, she was happy.
This was actually a shocker to see Michael in the bed. I was like, oh, what? This is surprising.
Yeah,
I'm
very surprising.
surprised they didn't get it on, like, you get any footage of them making up, you know what I mean? They must have hit it really well.
Well, it was because he said to Angela, I will take down my Instagram. How do you feel about uh, a lie of love?
Well, did he say knowing exactly that it was gonna get him
He
sex, or
sure
did he do
damn
it,
did. He sure damn did
or did he
because
say
he
it?
said that he would want to. It was the only way he knew to calm her down.
Or maybe he just wanted to calm her down and like talk and get in good graces, and then
Come on,
and
come on.
then all
No,
of a
no,
sudden
no, no.
Angela,
You
like,
knew.
she offered the coochie, and
Oh no,
then
no,
he
no.
couldn't say no.
Oh no. If he presented it, she was gonna take it.
Well, right. But his intention was not to just have sex with her. His
Oh, it is, guys.
intention,
Come on. It is. It was.
what?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, come
He can get it
on.
After
from,
Yeah, and after all that they went through, like him like expecting that she was gonna give him sex, like just for saying that, I don't know. After all the her breaking his car and all that stuff, it's probably a surprise. I feel like he said it like to get in her good graces, but not necessarily to have sex, and he was surprised by the sex. Like we
He was
all were surprised by
surprised.
the
Yeah, we
sex.
were all surprised.
I mean,
We
he
all
couldn't
were
say no.
surprised. But just as quick as they got back together, they ended their relationship, I guess.
yeah. Wait, I also wanted to add that, like, is Angela's coochie really worth all of the yelling and trauma that she's about to present to him?
I
She's
don't
all
know,
like,
man. It's
he did
locked up
this
and
just for
tight.
sex.
So she she had a surgically enhanced vagine.
Really? Do you think
Does she really?
I don't know.
Did
I mean,
they
he
say
said it
that?
was super tight.
did she get like a vagina rejuvenation?
The smoke.
I mean, I
Is
don't
that
know. That's crazy.
is that possible?
To get it surgically tightened.
Yeah,
Dude, anything's possible, I'm sure.
Yeah, I
that's
think that
true.
is possible. Yeah,
They
I
can
think I've heard of that.
reattach your hymen too. You'd be a virgin.
That's funny. That is funny. Oh my
uh,
gosh.
yeah, so they got in a fight because he started to say, as they were just getting back together and like talking peacefully, he was like, well, you know how I really feel about this Instagram. It's for us to make a living. It's just double income for us, babe. And it spiraled out of control from there. Would you have
Hmm.
just taken down your Instagram at that point? Like, what is this a fight? worth picking?
Yes, because he's never stood up for himself. Like this is the first time, like the one thing that he wants, and he should be able to have his own Instagram. Like he's never stood up for himself. Like if it's not now, then it's gonna be never. You know what I mean?
But his papers are right there. Right there. Any day now.
Any day now.
No, that is true.
He's
That
gonna
is
blow it,
something.
man. He's gonna blow it.
Yes. You come in
I would wait.
tomorrow.
Yeah, I would wait. I would
Me
be like, all right,
too.
let me take this down.
Yes. Appease
Got it.
her.
Whatever you want. Get my papers in. Then as quick as I become legal, that Instagram's going back up.
This is how you know that he isn't a scammer. She thinks that like him taking it down or whatever, that would mean that he's really in love with her. No, this proves that he's not a scammer, because if he was, he would easily just take it down and do whatever she says until the time is right. But he's not. So yeah.
But if he does get his papers and he goes to America, what happens if they break up?
I think there was something that says that even in the event of a divorce, wasn't this one of the things that they went over? When which one of those couples was trying to get the dad to sponsor? Was it Tiffany?
Yes.
So she had to present it, and it was basically saying you have to be responsible for him
For 10
when
years.
he gets here. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, he should wait. He should take it
Dude,
down.
this is a cash
Exactly.
cow.
And then maybe he should get like another phone and like he could DM people on the side, you know? He could be like Muhammad. Oh man, Muhammad. Now that's a scammer.
That is a scam.
You're talking about
Yeah.
a scammer was Muhammad. He played it cool right up into the end.
What a gross person.
Yeah, he was terrible. Terrible, terrible. To somebody who doesn't deserve it either. Poor Eve.
You know, so nice.
All right, who else do we have? We didn't have Bilal this episode.
No Bilal, but there is some Kim and Usman again.
Oh, this is also a great storyline. I love this. I love it. I love it.
Basically, Usman is fine with breaking up because he thinks he's sacrificing the most. And then Kimberly is like, no, I'm a good person. I'm a beautiful person, and I will not be manipulated. And then they come back together again. They make up. And then they're like, all right, like let's convince Muhammad and my mom, because Muhammad is my mom's right hand man, and he has her ear. And they go up to meet Muhammad and the mom, but then dun, 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 it's Farouk. It's not Muhammad.
Shocking.
It's Farouk.
Shocking. Not Farouk.
Some Jerry Springer stuff right there. Right. And then they still try their best. They try their best to impress Farouk. And then, what actually gets them connects them is the military. Kim's military background. Farouk is into it. It makes him feel like there's a connection between them. And it kind of softens his heart towards her, but he still says we're not sure still, of course, And then so Usman's mom gives them the suggestion that, they should just meet a girl that she likes, a Hassa girl, And then Kimberly's like, hell no. Nope. But I feel like that's like, you can kind of tell when she gets activated and she just starts like being crazy. And I feel like that's one of her times where she's just being crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like she always makes like snap judgments or decisions, or like she reacts to things really volatile. And she doesn't like take a step back, and that's what she needs to do. And yeah, basically she says no. And that's it. But I think they're gonna go meet her. And I feel like
You
she's gonna
think
be
so?
pretty. I think so.
Man.
She's gonna be
Probably
beautiful.
I would
beat the
love
shit out of her.
that.
No,
I
she'd
love
probably
that.
like come prepared with like with a thermos ready to throw it in the girl's face. um,
Wait, I did want to say, do you think that she did a good job winning Farouk over and the mom?
I think she tried her best. Yeah, I think she did a good job. Yeah.
Mhm.
I think so too. And but at one point I was like, okay, don't blow it. Don't blow it. Now, she always says like one too many things when she mentioned the military. And he's like, yeah, yes, I like that. That's very good. Makes me feel like you're one of us, one of our own. And then, so yes, I like you now. And I'm sorry for what happened earlier. Forgive me. And then she's like, oh, it was a military thing, huh? See, I knew that would get you. I knew that. And I was like, oh, shut
I know,
up.
so stupid.
Exactly.
She
Don't point
even
out the obvious.
she even used her black son to earn some black
Yes,
points.
that was another thing. That was another thing. Like I care about my family too. Then she's like, I knew if I showed them Jamal, they would know that I'm not just some white girl trying to steal their son. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this. This is a tricky, as I would tell my kids, this is very tricky. This is a tricky situation.
Yeah. You guys
But
think that she's sorry, go ahead.
no, that was just the thing that I know me. I'm like, you're saying one too many things. She's like, all right, it was a military thing, right? Right? The military thing. I'm like, shut up. That's like something that you talk about later with Usman, like I think the military thing is the thing that got him.
Yeah.
Not to him, to his face right then and there.
Yeah, I agree. Do you think that she's gonna end up being the second wife?
Yes.
Yes.
They're probably gonna have like a co-ceremony.
I'm sure. I'm pretty sure she's gonna bring gifts to the second wife.
She's gonna bring a cow.
You're gonna bring another cow. So yeah, that's it for them. Was there anybody else? I think that's it.
Just Bilal and Shai and how she might stop taking her birth control.
All right. Well, with that said, thank you to everybody who gave us a 5-star review. We really appreciate it. If you haven't left a review, please do so on our podcast app you use. We really
We're gonna
appreciate
read it. We're gonna read it. We'll read it over here. 5 stars only. We'll read it.
5 stars only.
All right. That's it. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you, B. Anything else?
5 stars only.
5 stars. See
All
you
right.
later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.